Hey out there, I'm Madison Parker with Equipped to Endure. We've had some hits on the Equipped to Endure website. People are questioning it. They want to know more about the harness that I use. Adam Francis called me up the other day and said he'd had some questions about it. And I think I saw where somebody asked me on my email about it, and I thought, well, you know, if we got more than a single question about it, then it's best to make a video so that way it'll kind of clear things up for everybody. So now I've got the harness on that I use when I'm in the field. This is my field harness. This is my slingshot. I usually call it my slingshot harness, but this is more than just a slingshot harness. It is a full field slingshot / survival equipment harness. Everything I need when I go in the field is right here on me right now. It's very ergonomic. This thing holds lots of ammo. These are obviously my projectile pouches. These pouches are SAW pouches, and if you look, and we'll go straight into the pouch. You see this pouch? See how that is? That has an enclosure so that when I drive my hand down into the pouch, look at that. When I drive my hand down into the pouch and my hand comes up, the bullets or the projectiles that I have in here, the steel balls that I keep in here, won't come out when I start running. So that's a little enclosure. Now these are SAW pouches. These are actually a SAW, SAW or a squad automatic weapon that is being used by our special forces today, and conventional forces too are using the SAW, and this is a belt-fed pouch, a pouch for a belt-fed ammo. But because it's designed to carry lead and heavy weight, I found that I use them and they work very well for me, and I've come full circle with these. I got these from the SEALs. They gave these to me, and I've got a few others that I can get a hold of, but I tell you what, these things are not cheap. Let me tell you, friends, whoever's watching this video, if you're interested in a SAW pouch for your ammo, be ready to spend some money because they're not cheap. This right here is $65, $70. But now you can get knockoff pouches, SAW pouches that are knockoff pouches for like half that amount, $25 or $30 for a knockoff pouch. But of course it's not going to be as good as this. This is the top flight, the best you can get. This is Molle gear. This is Molle right here, made by Molle. So these pouches are SAW pouches, and they are excellent. Let me go over here real quick and show you what else we got. Now, getting into the standard day pack, when we're talking about the day hike, now this is for when you're staying in the field for more than a day. This is for this whole harness. I wouldn't take this harness with me if I was plinking or hunting rabbits or just bird hunting. If I was just going to go bird hunting or rabbit hunting, I'm not going to carry this whole harness. I probably won't need it. It's just too much. But now when I get in the woods for squirrels and raccoons and armadillos, and I'm gonna stay on the ground, live on the wood, live out of the field for a few weeks or a few days, this is the harness I'm gonna carry. But now this is another SAW pouch with the little closure flap inside, and you reach down, you get your ammo, pull out, and it's got a regular web belt. And now this is the type of harness pouch you'd use for just a day hike. Okay, this is your day hike pouch, and of course I've got a sheath on here for my parang, village parang from Condor. So that would be just a day hike pouch anyway. Put that off to the side. Now let's go through this a little bit more. This harness right here is called an H-Harness. Okay, it's an H-Harness because it looks like an H. See how it goes across, and then you got two verticals, so it looks like an H. It's called an H-Harness, and you can see in the back how the straps come across, it goes back, and then I got two verticals here. I got two verticals here, and then I got suspension lines here, and I got suspension lines here. So I've got support lines here and here, suspension lines here and here. Now this is all modified by me. I've done all this. You can't just go buy a system like this. You have to put a system together like this. It took me years to come up with this final design, but now a lot of my experience came from the Vietnam era, having been a Navy SEAL during the Vietnam days. You know, so I got my foundation there in knowing how to build a harness for the field in a jungle setting, of which I happen to live in a jungle setting now. So anyway, we'll just move on here. So you've seen the front part of this and the two verticals, and then you got suspension lines. Now I'll take this off, and before I do, I'll go through this real quick. On this side, I have my saw. This is a limb saw, or what I call a survival saw. Then I got my butt pack. This is a butt pack. Some people call it ass pack, a butt pack. Some people nowadays like to call them bug out bag. This is not a bug out bag. This is a butt pack. Now coming back around to this side, I've got my big knife, my machete, and I got my other pouch. Now on this, when I'm carrying the lead in these pouches, I'll carry lead in both pouches to equalize my weight, so that when I start running out of lead, so I'm shooting this way and I'm drawing here. I don't draw out of this, I draw out of this side. But as I start to get down here, I'll transfer the lead from this side to this side, or steel, because we're shooting steel now. But so we take a little bit out of here and fill it up, and so that way I keep my balance equal. So that way I'm not walking through the woods like this, and it doesn't get my back all out of shape. So I keep equal weight on both sides. And this is all slingshot harness here. This is for slingshotting. Okay, now I'm going to take it off and show you, give you a blow by blow on this butt pack. So basically you can see is you've got ammo pouch, big knife, you know, butt pack, saw, and more ammo pouch. Now getting into, and you see the suspension lines and the support lines. There's two different sets of lines on this. So I'm going to set it right up here and I'll go through this butt pack with you. Okay, coming down here, this thing's got more stuff on it. Now this right here is how I carry the squirrels. When I kill a squirrel, I'll put his head in there, I unhook him, I'll put his head through here and pull him down, and then hook it back like that. Okay? So, and then I'll fill this up as we hunt. Now this is a top pouch. It can be used for anything, whatever you like. If you got a compass or something like that, put this top zip pouch right there. In this case, I just got some gloves in there for my hands for when I shoot. Now this is another pouch, a little support pouch. This is a flap over, but it happens to have a Velcro liner on it, so it has a little pouch here. So now this opens up, and you have the main body of the pouch, which is right here. Now in here I have miscellaneous stuff. I've got stuff for fire, which is lighter, kindling, or pine pitch wood. I have utility knife, fork, and spoon. I have wire for snares, booby trap wire. I've got a little bit of 550 cord. Actually, this is a sling. This is a sling for slinging it. See that? That's a sling. If you can't tell. If I find a place where there's a bunch of rocks, I can use this to, you know, it's a weapon. It's a David Goliath type sling. And of course, if I don't use it as a sling, I've got plenty of 550 cord. And you know, there's a few miscellaneous different things in there. So, but I equip this thing as I need. I mean, I'll change. This thing will change all the time. I'm always changing it around. So I'll put, you know, right now I'm not using it because it's summer. And this is pretty much of a winter pack, and because we don't hunt much in the summer, you know, with our slingshots. We plink with our slingshots, we don't hunt much. Anyway, so now that was the main body of the pack, and you got these enclosures. You see this? That slips on there, and then it cinches down like that. You just undo that. You got both sides. If you can, camera picks this up. Let's see here. So it goes like that, and this one goes like this, and you got it sealed, and that's your main body. And of course, open that up and you got your main body. And then you got the three side pouches. Now in here I've got a mono. These are monos. and I got a pair, I got some pitch to keep my hands dry and sticky and tacky, so when I'm shooting. And right now nothing else in that pocket, but you know, you can put anything you want. There's a pretty good sized pocket. Now this cinches down. Very good pack, by the way. I mean, this butt pack is above one of the best butt packs I've ever had. So you cinch it down like that, and then you take this and close it like that and seal it like that. So that's good to go. Now this middle one, the center one, I have a survival kit. This is an entire kit for anything I need survival is in this little tin. You can't imagine all the stuff I got in here. I'm not even, well, I guess I could open it. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but talk about really needing stuff or living off the land. This thing is packed full of equipment. I got saws, I got fish hooks, I got sinkers, I got sewing thread, I got fishing line, I got, man, I got, gosh, I mean, it's just the sky's the limit. I got coffee in here, I got ibuprofen in here, I got aspirin, I've got, I got some bouillon cubes, you know, some flat tabs for bouillon for making soup. Man, there's virtually everything in this little tin, and that's all that is. It's not an Altoid tin, because an Altoid tin is not this big. This is bigger than an Altoid tin, but you can see it's about as big as my hand. But I carry this with me every time I go to the field. It's kind of roughed up now, but there is a pack of things in this, from safety pins to sewing thread needles, fishing line, fish hooks, sinkers, floats, anything for fishing, fire, anything you need. This thing's got slam full. Now this is my other, this is my little pouch for fire. You can see here, open this up, we'll go this way with it. It's my flint and steel kit. See over here, right here I have my char cloth. Here I have a match box. This little metal tube right here holds matches. This is obviously a tinder, and this is my flint. This is my steel, my striker, and this is my flint that goes with the striker. And that's the whole package right there. And it all seals up into a solid, it's got an O-ring around it. This is fully waterproof, and it goes in here. So I'm good to go on fire. It's any kind of fire you need, from matches to striker to anything you need, you're ready to go here. And you cinch that down like that, pull this around and snap that closed. And then last but not least is the other side pouch, and I got some shears in here for making traps. This is trapping equipment right here. If you're going to learn how to do traps, you need one of these. This is just a simple garden tool shears. I've got a striker here, got some tape, you know, a little bit of finger tape. It's another little striker. So I got all kinds of stuff in here. It's not organized right now because it's summertime, and I'll start getting it organized when I start running my classes this winter or this fall. So you know, we'll have this. This is a squirrel hunting survival harness, and pretty much you've seen the whole package. There's several others stores, you know, that have the tactical gear. I know in Virginia Beach they're full of them because they got seals there. That's where I found most of my stuff. But of the seals, because I work with them, they give me pouches all the time. They're always giving me belts and harnesses and pieces and stuff. But I piece this together myself. This particular piece right here is Blackhawk. This H-Harness part, just the harness part. See, you can buy this online, just this H part. You can buy that online, but it's by itself. Then you got to get a web belt to go with it. Then you got to get your butt pack, which you can find these butt packs. They call them a mini Alice or a butt pack. A mini Alice pack is what that is. But that thing has been with me for, I've been wearing this harness for 15 years, easy. And this is really part of the same harness that I've been using, same system I've been using for 25 or 30 years. So I've just pieced it together, made it better every year. I try and improve on it. So anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed. I know it's kind of long, but people were asking about my harness, and now you know. So I appreciate you watching. Anybody's got questions, just email me at equiptoendure.com. Again, I'm Madison Parker. Appreciate you watching, and remember, if you're not always prepared, you're never prepared.
Hey guys, something big's coming.